Joining us now is FDA Commissioner Dr. Marty Makary. Doctor, great to have you back on the show. So,
good to be with you.
This TrumpRX website provides drugs direct to consumers. How does it work exactly?
So it's going to be a central place where we curate the drugs where people can go direct. And it's not the government selling the drug. It's a place where it will allow you to connect directly with the seller of the drug, the pharmaceutical company, so you can bypass the middleman entirely. You know, the price of healthcare goes up every year. And if you really want the root causes, it is the price, the overpriced products and services of healthcare, and it's the middlemen of healthcare. That's why the U.S. is an international outlier in how much we spend. And so this website will allow people to go directly. And let me give you an example, Elizabeth. There's a inhaler for COPD, a common comorbid condition in the United States. It goes for $450. By going to this site, you can buy it direct for $60.
So if you're not buying it, but if you're not buying it from the government, who are you buying it from?
Look, there are going to be links, and the links are going to take you directly to the seller, which is the maker of the drug. You're not going to be buying it from a PBM who buys it through your employer-sponsored healthcare consortium, which is getting it through an insurance company. You're not going to have 50 layers of middlemen marking up the price of the medication. You're going to buy it directly at the best price in the developed world. It's called most favored nation status pricing. The president has said we are the biggest purchasers of drugs in the world. We deserve the best price among developed countries in the world, and that's what Americans will have access to.
Can any American go on this website and buy their prescription drugs that way?
Yes, the whole point is to have a meaningful reduction in drug prices. We're not talking about the Inflation Reduction Act allowing the government to negotiate pennies less on a series of 10 drugs. We're talking about all the medications of these giant pharma companies that have stepped up and taken this pledge, all of them being available directly to consumers.
But I asked because the deal with Pfizer and AstraZeneca that was announced, thank you. You just ran from the Oval Office to join our camera, so I appreciate it. But you were just in the Oval Office talking about this deal, and you keep talking about the fact that people on Medicaid will have access to these drugs. That's only 20% of the American population. Does the other 80% that's not on Medicaid also get access to these deals?
Yes, they do, and they get access directly from the seller through the TrumpRX website, which will connect them to the seller. So, yes, it will be available. Now, perhaps an insurance company will realize that they're selling it directly on TrumpRX at 1/10 the price that the insurance company itself sells the same drug for. And so in that case, there's going to be a reckoning of the marketplace. And you're going to see people say, hey, wait a minute, the price if I buy it direct is lower than the copay my insurance company charges. And remember, the most expensive drugs in healthcare are not the generics. They are the biologics and the new molecules that are being approved under market exclusivity. And that's where these companies have said no longer are they going to charge 50 or $100 in the UK or France and thousands of dollars to the United States. They've agreed to stop price gouging Americans so that we are financing the research and development for the world. No longer other European countries and wealthy nations will now pay their fair share of research and development costs. It's an important thing, research and development, but the United States, in the view of this president, should not be financing the R&D for the entire world and then get the worst price in return.
Well, that certainly sounds reasonable, but research and development is crucial. I mean, that largely takes place here in the United States. How are the drug companies going to fund their research and development for these life-saving and life-changing medications if they're no longer getting, top dollar from, hard-hit Americans?
They're lowering their price in the United States, and to some degree, they're going to be increasing their price in some other developed countries that have gotten a sweetheart deal as we finance the R&D of the world. So you're going to see an equalizing of prices that's going to globally lower prices in the United States. And remember, we took significant action on direct-to-consumer drug ads. The marketing budgets of major pharma companies are 20 to 25% of their overall budget.
Yeah.
We've asked companies to use that money to lower drug prices for everyday Americans, and they can do it. We've got to stop price gouging. People have talked about it. Very little has happened. This is the most significant health care reform to date to lower the price of health care. Every other health care reform throws good money after bad into a broken, overpriced system. This is a new day in America.
All right, Dr. Marty Makary, thanks for breaking it down for us.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.